Shut the cock off, fool, Johnny Lano. My boy Hootie right here. He decided to come home from the weekend. What's up, Hootie? How you feel, man? Good? All right, you good, you good. All right, go on, sit you over here so you can watch the show. All right, see if we can learn something. Look, maybe we both can learn something. All right, so anywho, so I went to Sweetwater to check on some things that they had. I said Sweetwater. And see what I can come up with to well, let's put it this way. I didn't have a 5-string that was passive around the shop or even in my stash. I don't have a big stash, y'all. Some of y'all think I got a big stash. But I kept watching this particular bass. And I kept saying to myself, why are you watching this particular bass? And trying to make that particular bass something that probably won't work for you. So I said, well, the only way to find out is to basically get the bass. This is what I did. So check this out. So I ordered from Sweetwater this particular bass. All right, it comes in white, and it's not white. It's like antique white. It's really pretty though. It's a Squier, and I think this is the Affinity. I don't know what that means. I just read that. Affinity. All right, so it's a really cool bass. I think it's made in the UK, basically. This is why I think this bass is pretty much made in the UK. It's a Squier. You can see it's Affinity. It is brand new. Now, I'm going to give you the ins and outs about this bass so far. I haven't really done anything to it. I basically lowered the bass down. When it came in, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't good for me. Setup-wise. I got a chance to feel the neck. I got a chance to check out the fretboard. I'm going to give you my pros and cons on the Fender Affinity 5 Squier. I liked the way it sounds. It's a little choked. I think the capsule they put in there is a little choked. I think the pickups are cool. They're not noisy. They don't give me no 60 hertz hum. The fretboard, I think their mistake to me was, why would you clear coat the headstock and not the fretboard? I don't get that, because the more I play, it's gonna get dirty. And then I'm gonna have a pretty up here and a pretty down here and a pretty dirty right here. I said a pretty up here and a pretty down here and a pretty dirty right here. I just made it up. All right, so as far as the paint is really nice. Yeah, I know I'm into paint. And the weight of the bass is really nice. Actually, it's really equal. Look at that. You see it diving a little bit on the neck, but see how it comes back up? I'm not moving my hand, it's coming back up. Now that's level right there. I still don't understand again why you would basically clear coat the front of the headstock and not the back of the headstock. I don't get that. I don't get that. Because the bass actually sounds and plays pretty well. It's a little bit, it feels to me a little chunky, but not chunky. That make any sense? It's thick, but it ain't thick. It could have been shaved down a little more. The bridge is cool, you know, it's working. And the pick guard is cool, and the tuning keys. I think the tuning keys could be a little bit better, but they work. So it says here, the finish is, I don't know. I can't read none of this stuff. It says final 2/9/7/2024. So basically, this is a new one. When I say new, I mean new. Got set up by T5. Assembly in the U5. That must be the UK. It said US. The finish is 2907. I don't know. This stuff is. I don't speak any other language, so that's what that means. Look, I don't speak any other language, so that's what that means. All right, so check it out. So I'm gonna hook it up. I'm gonna actually play it because I set it up. I set it up to my specs. My specs is low, so you're gonna get a chance to hear the bass. You know, with no hone. Look, I'm coming through my LA12. It ain't got no hone in it. You ain't got no hone in you. Anywho, I'm gonna come through that, and you're gonna get the pureness of what this bass sounds like. Then I think I'm gonna try to fancy it up for me a little bit. To fancy it up for me, I won't change much. I may, let's see, let's get this right here. I think it's a 4-string though. I may put one of those on it. So let's see how that looks. This is a 4-string. That looks really cool though. That looks cool. So I may go with that. So I may put one of these on it. Change the pick guard. Make the pick guard look like that. Like a tablecloth. Look. And then I bought this little fancy thing on Amazon. So I'm going to put that on it. Can y'all see that? I'm bringing it closer. It's really fancy. It's something I would do in the shop. The graving and stuff. And that look fancy. And all of these are 500K. So, you know, I'm not going to activate. I said activate. That is not a word. Activate is not a word. Anyway. I'm going to activate. I said it again. I'm going to activate. All right. And so no, this is not activate. So, and then look, and I had these around. So these are Bart's 57Js L1s. So this should sound pretty decent. But I'm gonna let you hear how it sounds. Let me turn my amp on. I'm gonna let you know how it sounds basically with just the amp. Everything is on 11 o'clock. Because it's passive, I bring it up a little bit more. I normally stay at the range of 8:30 to 9, up in that area. But I brought it up to 11 o'clock because this is not active. This is passive. This is passive. What's the word I use? Activate. This is not activate. Activate. That is funny to me. Activate. All right, so let me find my tuner. And we're gonna see what she look like. What she sounds like. Uh-oh. Ooh, sorry. I got my Amazon tuner, y'all. I mean, listen at it. It sounds pretty good like it is, though. When I take it on the gig like this, oh, absolutely, bro. On a gospel gig. That's a real pickup. You better go, boy. You best to go, boy. You best to go. I'm just making up words today. Best to. You best to go. That ain't a word. That ain't a made up word, because my grandma never used to say that. Boy, you best to get out of here. You best to. Best to. What is best to? You best to get out of here. Acting crazy. All right, so let's turn the rib. You know what? The coolest thing about these unactivate basses, I open my chair up a little bit, is that you can use your volume control to do a lot of incredible things. Like, you don't always have to have your volume all the way up on these unactivate basses. Unactivate. Oh I'm wearing that out, right? Unactive it. So if I take the rear pickup, and I turn it to about D10, I should get a really cool sound. So the tone thing is on all the way open, 100%. Some people call it 100%. I just said don't trouble. All right, so if I take this and open it up to about 3/4, I get a whole new different sound. All the way. You hear when you open up all the way? So basically, guys, you need to learn stuff like this. Like, you know, on these unactivated basses, man, you ain't got to open them all the way up to get incredible tone. The moment you crack it, you start getting tones already. I just cracked it. Listen. Now watch this. I'm gonna crack a little more. You hear? Did you hear the mids come in a little bit? I'm gonna crack a little bit more. You hear it? You hear stuff coming up? Okay, let's go a little more. To guys who look for tone, a lot of guys don't look for tone, and they think their tone is coming out of their tone control, and that's not always the case. I tell you what I want to do. I want to get a strap, because this bass. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna get one of these little vintage straps here. Oh, hey, oh, I had some right here. Shoot. All right, so I'm gonna get one of these vintage straps. Ooh, this one got Chinese stuff on it. Dragons. I don't know where that come from, but that looks so cool. All right, so, ooh, this has been here for a while. Oh, it's got things on it. Ah, time another Jones. All right, let's try you. I gotta take this off, so much stuff off just to get to you. But I need a strap. So let's put you over here. Put the strap over here. All right, look at this. Rainbow Coalition. Rainbow Coalition. All right, so I'm gonna put you on here. Man, it's hard to put on. That's because it's never been on a bass. It's like breaking a horse in. Ooh, I got it backwards. Gotta make sure it's right. All right, so. Uh-oh. That's too much. All right, so a lot of people think tone, like I said, think tone is coming out of their tone control. And by far it is. It is coming out of your tone control, but not all of it. A lot of it got to deal with the tone itself, the volume knob, and the volume knob carries a lot of tone in it too. It doesn't open the pickup all the way. It gradually brings the pickup in. And when it does that, it gives you different tones. All the way off. All the way off. Crack it. I'm gonna just crack it. Watch this. Plus the bass sounds amazing acoustically. I just took the tone and darkened it a little bit. Okay, so now we'll go to the front pickup. Watch this. I'm gonna do the same thing to the front that I did to the rear. Now watch the tone of the front pickup. Off. Crack. 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 All the way. Now, we're gonna start to mess with the tone. So we're gonna darken the tone. But listen at the tone of this bass, and this is what you call an affinity. All right, so I would take an affinity to be like, you know, maybe a step up from the original Squiers or a step close to the vintage mod. This bass sounds amazing. And I haven't put anything in it. I was gonna put, like I said, I may put those bars in it. But what the bar's gonna do is just pick up the cleanliness a little bit. But if those who like tone, I mean true tone of the bass, what it's built to do actually, then you won't touch this bass. You may put your own strings on it. I don't even know what strings. Oh, it looks like they got Diodaras on it right now. By the color codes on the balls. I'm sorry. Yeah, my mind went somewhere else. I said the color codes on the balls. I'm sorry. Now let's go both pickups all the way in the dark mode. Let's go to D10. One more. One more. Last time. But listen at the knuckleness. The knuckleness underneath. Listen. I'm not beating this bass to get the knuckleness to come out. It's there already. Remember, I'm coming through, and I ain't got no hold in it. Now, for all you guys that like the cleanliness next to godliness, then these pickups ain't gonna do it for you. They're clean, but they're clean with depth. That make any sense? Because a lot of pickups you can put in your bass, they're clean, but they don't have any depth in them. Like originally, this bass sounds amazing originally, all right? Originally, like without me touching it. I can just play it like this without me touching it. But because it's in the hobo D post, I have to try new things to see what makes it better and what makes it worse. I have to do that because that's what this bass is coming in here for. It's coming in here to see, is it going to be better? If I put this in, it's going to be worse. If I put this in, it's going to make it like, you know, a super bass. No, for the money, no, you know. To make things better, you have to spend money. Would I actually spend any more money on this bass after I got it? I wouldn't. Maybe change the strings. That's it. And a lot of people will go as far as, oh, I would change the bridge. But listen, if it sounds like this with everything on it and it's working, why change? That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. If everything is working and it sounds like this and everything is original, why change anything? All right, so here's another thing. If I would do anything to this bass, I would clear coat the front of it. In fact, I think I'm going to. I'll probably do it today or tomorrow. Take the whole neck off and just shoot a clear coat all over it. That's for me though, because I don't like, you can see my hands are dirty, all right? When I came in, my hands were clean. But as I play, the strings, the darkness, you know, I'm black, so, you know, my hands, that don't mean anything. Why would he say that? We know that. All right, so what I'm saying is my hands were clean when I came in, but the strings often, sometimes, depending on what kind of strings they are, they will rub off in your hand, especially if you play a lot of slap. A lot of fingering. A lot of fingering will bring darkness to your hands and to your fretboard. A lot of practice will do that too. So basically, I love this bass the way it is. Now, will I put the 57s in it? I don't know. The more I play it right now, the more I'm thinking, I don't want to do that. Look, I'm thinking it, but you know, I got the 57 sitting in front of my face, and you know, it's a quick fix for me. You know, 8 screws and the 57, 8 screws and some chewing gum, and the 57s are in. So will it do anything differently? I don't know. I tell you what I do. I'm going to put the 57s in, and you guys going to hold on for 1 second. And when I come back, I'm going to do that for you. When I come back, the 57 is going to be installed. And you get a chance to hear the 57s. Now, I particularly like this, what I got right now. But because you guys are watching, because you guys are watching me, I'm going to install the 57. But I'm going to do it while you wait. So give me 1 minute. All I need is a minute. Okay, guys, look. I had to go throw some away. All right, so I'm back, right? All right, so wait. Before you get excited, you already see some stuff has already changed, right? All right, so I decided to put another plate on it. I got to tune it up. Another plate. I got the Barts in it, the 57Js. I got them in it. They look really good. Now, a lot of times when you put, aftermarket pickups in your bass, a lot of times for the pick guard, they don't really work. You have to take the whole pick guard off because the pick guard is cut for that particular pickup. Some pickups aftermarkets are a little bigger, so you have to route the hold out a little bit, or take the plate completely off and bring the pickups from the inside. From the inside like that. Bring it from the inside and then plate it back on your bass. See, we learned something today. All right, so anywho, let's make sure we got this right. I think I winded the string up. I did. Oh man, that is messed up. All right, so wait a minute. Let's take this off first. I jacked up something. So the string got caught. The string with the tag on it. There it goes. All right, so I need to take that off. Yeah, I know the bass is new, right? So it just came in yesterday. So let's take that string off. So and here's a little tag right here. All right, so let's put our rainbow correlation strap back on. Yeah. So all right now. All right, so I got to put it on. I kept the same strings on, but as you can see, I changed the plate, and I changed the pickup, and I changed the control plate. I got that little fancy control plate on. All right, both of them have 500Ks in them, so that's a cool thing. I think the Fender comes with 250K. Let me look. So the Fender comes with made in. What's that? Made in Korea? Made in somewhere. It's an alpha, so I can't tell what it is. It might be just a 250. I think each one of these are 250. This is the plate I took off. These are the pickups with the red and yellow wires. You always can tell Fender's low-end stuff by the wiring of yellow and red and white. Their most expensive stuff is black and white, I think it is. And you can tell immediately that they're a higher standard because they don't have a magnet on the back. Most of the Fender cheap, I keep saying cheap, that's not a good word to say. Least expensive pickups will have a big magnet on the back. And let me show you what a magnet looks like, because a lot of you are like, well, what do you mean a magnet? Okay, so I'm going to show you. Right. I'm not hooked up, so. See, so you got the foam, and see that magnet right there? That's when you know it's kind of not particularly low grade, but Squier kind of thing, and a lot of them will say made in, I don't know. Anywho, RD something. Anywho, look, I just want to throw that out there. All right, so we're about to hear what this thing sounds like. Y'all know I ain't even heard it myself. So let's turn the tuner on. Where's my cord? We're gonna do this without. We both could hear this at the same time, so I ain't gonna need the front. Look, I ain't even tested to see if it worked. I'll find out right now if it works or not. It works. The rear works. Boy, my ear's getting good. Look at that. I almost nailed it. Look, acoustically. All right, so here we go. So we got it all tuned up. Now we're about to go into the amp. Everything is off. Find my cord, which dropped on the floor. Ah! That's the noise you make when you get a little younger than what you was. As time goes on, for those who make it to my age. All right, so we're going to start with the rear pickup first. I have not changed the setting on the amp or nothing. I'm just plugging it in and we're going to hear what it sounds like now. What I can... Okay, so I does hear. Where are your English coming from? Look, from. So I do hear a little bit of cleanliness, and some of the balls are gone. And it sounds like a bark. A bark has its own unique sound. All right, front pickup. So the bar had cleaned it up so well that you can actually hear the bear growl underneath. I don't care what. That's that bear cleanliness. The cleanliness of the bear growl. Like with the other pickups, the bear growl was there, but it was dark. The barks pulled it up. Okay, both pickups together. So what the barks did, it actually kept a little bit of the darkness, but yet and still it cleaned it up. Hear that? Let's hear it when we darken it up. Let's go to the rear pickup and actually start darkening it up and see what it sounds like. Yeah. So like the bar darkened it, but it didn't take it to the mud area. You still got good top end and a little bit of darkness. For those who do a lot of recording, you can hear this bass a lot better now in your ears, or even in your ear in your church or in your gig. You'll be able to hear the cleanliness of this bass through your ears. With the other pickup, you would probably heard a little bit more darkness. It'd have been, I keep saying that word darkness, I don't like that. You probably hear a little bit of more thickness. I'll use that word, thickness. Or you hear the low end roll in a lot better. I use that word. I like that better. The low end stays rolled in a lot without using the top end, losing it. I like it. Now I may still change to even the cube in this one because it's nice low. And it's okay high. But I want it to be a little bit more up in my face. So what I would do is like put maybe a round cube in it. And the round cube would take me back to the 70s and 80s. What's that, 05 or something like that? Because I need the bottom to stay there, but I need it to be a little bit more thicker. Okay, so I like what I did. There are some more changes I would like to do to this bass. Possibly get let's see, a little bit more sustain maybe. Harmonics, let's see how the harmonic sounds. That's not bad. Now, would another bridge make it play better? I think it would. It's not bad. It's not fighting me. And a lot of people get bridges, don't know why they get them. They get them because other people say, man, you should put a such and such bridge on that, and that bridge would make it do this, but they don't really know. So they just say stuff. I put bridges on that if I need the bass to be a little bit more friendlier to my touch. It depends on what bridge I like the most, but whether it's Badass or Babbitt's or either Hip Shot. Either one of those bridges, I have to distinguish between the three to see if it's going to make my touch friendlier. And a lot of people don't know that actually pickups will make your touch friendlier or more aggressive. You know, it depends on what pickups you put in. If you put this pickup in it, it may make you play the bass a lot harder. Put this set of pickups in it, it may make you play the bass a lot easier. You have to learn why you put stuff in stuff. That's what I'm saying. You have to learn why you put stuff in stuff. You don't put stuff in stuff because you heard somebody else's bass sound like that. Their bass may sound incredible, but may play like garbage. Or your bass, you put it in your bass, and your bass may sound like garbage, but play incredible. You get it? You get it? There are certain Luthers out here that they take the time to make sure their bass plays and sounds equally. Plays and sound equally. They take the time to make sure these pickups work with their bass, their bridge work with their bass, and with the bridge and the pickups and the set of kind of strings they put on it. All this stuff makes a difference, y'all. Y'all can't just put stuff on basses because you saw it on somebody else's bass and it's like, oh yeah, that joint sounds better, man. Yeah, but then when you play, it's like, oh, it don't play like it sounds, you know, to you. I said to you. And then there's other people that want the bass to feel aggressive and rugged and mountain, you know. The harder I play, the better it is. The higher the strings are, the better it is. You know, that kind of stuff. Some people can't play low strings because they dig so hard. They're so used to playing the old school stuff that their strings have to be that high. You know, you can't be mad at them. That's how they grew up. They grew up like that, with their strings really high. And so when you put a lower string on it, it just messes them right up. You know, all you hear them doing. Oh, I can't play that, man. It's bothering out. Yeah, because because your touch is done. You know, your touch is aggressive. I call it a mountain touch. You got a mountain touch, brother. Everything you do is like hard and aggressive. I play things very, very low. So whatever, if I decide to put another bridge on, I have to figure out what bridge in my mind will make it play a lot more better. It could be a cheap bridge. A bridge with no name. I just need it to play better. I don't need it to, have a name on it. It could not even have a name at all. And I put it on and be like, whoa, this joint is nice now. You get it? So there you have it, folks. Okay, so we did it. I'm going to let you look at the bass up close. Because a lot of you say, oh, well, did he really change it? Yeah, I changed some stuff. I didn't put anything else in there other than what I showed you when we first came out. All right. Oh, yeah. Let me put my Rainbow Coalition strap back up. All right, so let's look at what I did. All right, so as you can see, the bridge is still the same. There are Bars 57 ones in it right now. And the only thing I did is put another pick guard on. Oh, and my little fancy plate. My little fancy plate, basically, you have to look at whether it's 250 underneath that plate or 500. 250 would give you a lot more around the bottom. That's why when I had these pickups in there, and this plate is probably 250. So a 500 would open up your highs a lot more, but it'll also take away your thickness. All right, but you get a lot more highs. Some of the thickness will leave because it's a bigger opening, and so the waves thins out a little bit. It doesn't stay thick as it was. It thins out. The more you crank it open, the more the waves thins out. So, was it the pickups that made this bass sound not like these pickups here? No, not really, man. Bars do what they do. They are designed to have a certain sound, and everybody run after that sound. Not everybody, but a lot of people run after the bar sound. And there's nothing wrong with the bar sound. I love bars. I love all pickups that they do right and they sound right in my bass. If they don't sound right, I don't care what name they are. They got to come out. They got to come out. I don't care what they are. Bars, Aguilar, Duncans, DiMaggio, Delano's. It don't matter. Smiths, whatever's out there, Paul Reed, Reed pickups or whatever they are. I don't care what they are. If they don't fit my ear in this particular bass, they got to come out. And I'd rather have the original and keep it like an original than to sit here and try to make my sound on something that I put in there that doesn't fit. That makes me have to change the bridge. It makes me have to change the tuning keys. It makes me have to change, this and that, or go to another preamp, put a preamp in it to make it sound. That's just a waste of money. First, and I tell everybody that calls, and you guys know I do, how do your bass sound and what made you buy it the way it was? If your bass sounded amazing when you got it, it's not changing. You know what's changing? Your ear and your concept of what you want this bass to sound like the bass you've been playing for 35 years. The bass you've been playing for 35 years got your sound. This is a newbie. He doesn't have, or she doesn't have your sound. So you're going to try to doctor her up to get the sound that you already have? No, you bought this for a certain reason. Then play it for that certain reason and don't change her. Or if you change her, make sure you change her for the good, not for what she needs to sound like. If that makes any sense. Anyway, guys, keep praying for the Hobo Depot and the Queen and I. We love you guys. We pray for you guys every morning, early before the sunrise. Because we want you guys to be safe on the way to work, or for those who retired, on your way to the couch. Or fishing. Look, either or. So make sure you pray for all and pray for that the Hobo Depot remains a watering hole for everyone, not just bass players, for everybody, y'all. We're here for you guys. If you need us, I can just call. If we don't know a certain thing, we all go look for it. This is a bass community. This is a bass community. So once again, guys, this is my it was my Affinity. Look, it was my Affinity. I may end up putting everything back. But this was my Affinity, and I want you guys to hear what the Affinity, and I want you guys to know what the Affinity feels like, sounds like, what you can do to it, and things you cannot possibly, you don't want to do to it. Now, I may change the strings, and then this bass may play a little bit different, and still have the same bridge. Remember that. Once again, guys, shout out to Johnny Long. Peace out. All right, Hootie. All right, man. I think I'm gonna go get some lunch. Come on, let's go. And these stay right here, bro. The queen got food.